In today's video, I'm going to get a 10-second penalty just for trying to avoid a collision. But first of all, if you missed the previous episode at Singapore where a crash ruined my race, then I recommend going and check that up before seeing this one. Because spoiler, yeah, I mean, the strategy there, mediums would not have got to the end. But fortunately for me, there is some good news. Tyre wear upgrade is on its way. But first of all, now that we purchased that in the rear in the previous episode, it's down there at the bottom. I was hoping to get this minor one on as well, but I don't have enough R&D points. So instead of trying to think about tyre wear for once, ERS is a major upgrade. We got points off. It's 25% failure chance. Why not? Let's go for it. Hopefully it comes in and we can get that extra ERS. Okay, it's failed and I don't have enough R&D points to repurchase it either, and that's probably going to mean that it doesn't come in for Las Vegas either. Now, one thing I do want to point out is this email, like driver market rumours. This would be lovely if it actually did anything. It does not do a single thing to the career mode. So yeah, really they need to work on that, but that's for another video really. In terms of R&D wise, Ferrari bought an upgrade to try and close the gap on McLaren as well. We are P3. Red Bull are technically the fourth fastest team on the grid. Believe that when I really see it. Williams have dropped though to 6th on paper. Not great for them. They were the second on grid, second fastest on the grid at one point. But we're going to move then to sprint qualifying. Now, the end of sprint qualifying, obviously P14, don't really pay too much attention to it because of course it's sprint qualifying. We've only got one set of softs, two sets of mediums, so that's why well, I have not had the best run up to the line. It's only 8.5, was 9/10 improvement compared to the mediums and softs. That's a massive improvement, and it is enough, ladies and gentlemen. P8. So great, that's a great start as well. We've got Ollie Behrman in the Haas. Haas, you never know what they're going to do in this career mode. They're going to be good or they're going to be rubbish. Alonso only slightly inspired me too. So, but 8th is a good qualifying. I'm hoping I can contrast that. Hamilton with a shocker down there in P19. So we'll have to wait and see if he can pull that Ferrari through. Sprint, I want to set a set of mediums potentially for the race. Yeah, so we're going to go on the soft tyres as a mixture right up there. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see which is going to be the best tyre to be on. This would be a good test of our new tyre wear upgrade to see if the softs will last or if I do need mediums and hards for the race. 5 lights are out though, and away we go. And it's a better start than Ollie on his mediums as well. I'm going to go down the inside of, I think that's Carlos Sainz, down the inside of Albon as well. Can I get in front of Albon? Yes. Can I get in front of Russell at 2? Yes, I can. That's a good start. Up to P4, ladies and gentlemen. Up the road, Lando Norris is escaping as well. And Oscar Piastri is going to help his teammate out by getting in front of Charles Leclerc. So Leclerc down to P3, and it's going to get worse for Leclerc because I'm getting involved. And unlike, I'm just here, just here for the lulz, I mean, why not? Let's go for it. Let's try and get a podium here at Brazil. I mean, I know we're terrible in this straight line as well. Leclerc, although already lap 5, is having a go at me though. And I think, yeah, this is the point that the mediums just became better than the hards. Sorry, not the better, the hards, the softs, excuse me. And you can see there on the rears, I'm just not able to get the traction, 90% wear there. That was unfortunate. One person I do want to stay ahead though of is George Russell. Look at that. Leclerc is actually already overtaking Piastri as Russell tries to go around the outside. I'm absolutely none of that through the CNRSs. And I'll have a bit of that DRS too as well. Here's Piastri then. Leclerc goes right around the outside, gives him the inside for the next corner, and Leclerc gets position. And after looking like he was going to lose 3 points to Lando Norris, he's only going to lose the 1. I'm trying to defend it once again, but from George Russell, squeezing him to the inside there. So again, he's on the soft tyres, so I can try and push him back into Sainz. But Sainz as well sort of tailed off. That Red Bull is not a good race car. I'm able to carry on and get P4 in the end by using some non-ERS Thank you very much. I will take those 5 points. I mean, I need it in my championship battle with Alex Albon. I get drive of the day too. So, yeah, only 8 laps. Most of it was spent in P3. You know, I mean, a few more upgrades there. We could definitely be pushing to try and get in front. But those McLarens and Ferraris, they got way too much pace. Alonso only P10. Behrman actually misses out in the end as well. So we're going to move to qualifying now. Here's my fastest lap. First attempt was P18. So, yeah. Not entirely sure about this. I could do the same lap, but maybe, of course, tyre wear in the track evolution may have, of course, given me an advantage in the sprint. I haven't changed the... went up 1 AI from the sprint quali to the sprint race and left it for the... for this qualifying, and that might have been a little bit of a mistake. Maybe, you know, obviously the AI, I don't know if they change their setups. There's a wide through there as well, which is not going to help my time as well. So I've messed up. I've messed this up already. I mean, apart from messing up the AI because they are way faster in qualifying than they are in the race. That's just how they are on the F1 games, unfortunately. I have saved a little bit of ERS at the end here though. I was finding that I was running out of ERS. I could have done with that ERS upgrade, but it failed really as well. Up to the line, I think I'm going to run out again. Yes, but not as much as the last time. I was running out almost close to the back of the fast rear corner, and it is only P17, a miserable afternoon. Piastri's the one that's out of position this time, out of the top 4, but of course the difference is he's only P6, not P17. I'm down here at the back. So, yeah, well, it's going to be a long afternoon. We'll have to wait and see what we can do. It's time for the race of today's Brazilian Grand Prix.
You're going to have to push early on if you want to have any chance of beating your results from last race. Good luck.
Thanks, Mark. Alex Albon has taken pity on me, ladies and gentlemen. Has decided to join me down here at the back as well, so that is some good news. Race strategy, though, don't know about softs. We'll have to wait and see about that. I'm going to start on the mediums as a precaution. Play it safe. You can always go to the hards if the tyre is too much, which it might be. 5 lights then for the Brazilian Grand Prix, a little bit of a hold, and away we go. It's a good start, much better than Isaac Hadjar. Can I get in front of Esteban Ocon, his compatriot? Yes, I can. Down the inside, there was a parting of the cars there. And now down the inside, I can't quite see who that is on the other side. That's behind me, but I'm able to cut through as Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. Down the inside, at turn 5 of Franco Colapinto, and I'm going to get Antonelli as well. This has been a beautiful start up to P8. Has started this race down in P16 already as well. Colapinto eventually gave way at that corner, and then Antonelli following through on Antonelli as well. In actual fact, it's going to get worse for Colapinto because the Alpine of Pierre Gasly in his dustbin as well, although it's not quite a dustbin as it is in real life, not quite able to get past as Leclerc is running away. Worse news for Norris is Hamilton has got in front of Lando, so this could be interesting in terms of a championship standpoint. I'm going to go down the inside of George Russell as well. Oh, hang on, there's been a Sbinalla. What's happened to Norris? Safety car deployed. I've been given a penalty, a 10-second penalty for what? I don't really know. It says for causing a collision with Norris. I don't believe that's accurate. I don't really think we actually made contact. We'll have a look here. He just spun it. He hit Hamilton as well. Hamilton might have sidewall damage. Tsunoda's definitely going to have some damage, potentially, as well as any ghosts as well. He's a replay on board with Nando. He's going down the inside. There's no contact until Norris spins the rear. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't really know why there was contact with me. I don't believe I made contact. I've got a legal overtake on Hamilton as well, so I've had to give that position back. A 10-second penalty. I'm not the only one with a 10-second penalty. Gasly's been given a 10-second penalty. Norris and I think some others. I think there's about 6 10-second penalties out there, including Alonso. Hamilton, what are you doing? He's driving about 5 miles an hour. I know you're trying to protect your teammate. Not everyone is going to pit here to serve their penalties as well. There's a few that have gone on, including at least one of the McLarens have gone on, if not both. This is going to be painful. Meet hard tyres at the end. No way am I going to be pitting for Sauce as well. This is the advantage of having an early safety car here. Being on either the medium or the soft tyres are going to be blocked in as well by Jack Doohan. Hurry up, Alpine. Service Gasly. I think he's serving his penalty as well. But come on. Yeah, he was stationary way longer than I was as well. I don't know if it was just a poor stop or something, but yeah, Sainz is now right behind me as well on his hard tyres. Russell on the mediums. Can they go to the end? We've got Hajar in front too. It's just soft tyres on that racing ball as well. Now, one obstacle I don't have to go past is Esteban Ocon, because his Ferrari-powered Haas cars decided it doesn't want to play anymore, and he's out the race with an engine failure. Up at the front then, Antonelli leads the way from, I believe that is Albon as well. I think that is Piastri, Colapinto and Norris. Those 5 have not pitted yet, so we'll have to wait and see where they come out in relation to us as well. I need to get through some cars too. Gasly will definitely be looking to get through him, potentially on the safety car restart, as we are. Safety cars in this lap then, the safety car in the pit lane. Hopefully Antonelli gets a move on up at the front. Now we're moving away now, going to use all the ERS here. I need to get past Gasly as quickly as possible, and Hajar cannot be stuck behind. Hajar almost thought about the double dive on there, it's just the single one on Pierre Gasly. So we now look to try and get past Isaac Hajar, and already down the inside in the middle sector of the Frenchman, who we haven't seen too much in this career mode. That's just unfortunately where his AI is, and that terrible car. Can I get Bortoleto? I might as well get Bortoleto while I'm at it. That was a dive bomb and a half, miles back. Fortunately, Gabriel saw it, but I'm not entirely sure the locals were like that. Going to get the same treatment though to Tsunoda a lap later in the sector. Tsunoda, I don't know if they fixed that damage or not that he had. So yes, and I'm just going to get Stroll here as well. I can't be stuck behind the racing balls. It is a dustbin on wheels in this career mode. Next up is Nico Hülkenberg, a man who I was trying to overtake before before we had the accident, but there's a contact with Hülkenberg and I'm not able to get past him just yet as well. Tyre wear seems to be okay. Hopefully doesn't look like there's too much damage there. I did ask as well. Looks like 2 Ferraris have caught up to 1 McLaren. I'm going to send it on the Nico Hülkenberg down the inside turn 4 and up to P8 now. Next up is Hamilton. Hamilton looking a bit slow, of course. We were right behind Lewis coming out before we entered into the pits, but it's Lewis's teammate Charles Leclerc is on the charge. He's got Lando Norris, his championship rival, and Norris of course has still got to make a stop, and he's got a 10-second penalty for causing collision. I'm going to send it here on Hamilton. Lovely little move up to P7. I've been sending it there all episode long as well. But Leclerc, just like I am, is also on the charge. He knows how valuable this victory will be. But he's struggling to get past Colapinto. He will trying to go around the outside turn 4 as well. Now they're going side by side as they enter the middle sector as well, and ignore that graphical glitch that's been there since 1835 in the game. Colapinto though keeps the position, and now I'm going to have it ascended down the inside of Lando Norris. Leclerc is right there, but he's got way too much pace in that Ferrari. Colapinto is my next victim, and this will be effectively P2 once the top 3 make their pit stops. Looks like Antonelli's managed to stretch his legs over Alex Albon as well as contact more double contact there with Colapinto. He really doesn't want to give this position up. I know we're in a course of constructors fight between Williams and Aston Martin, but that's a little bit unnecessary from the AI as well. I'm finally able to get him around the outside, turn 4 up to P5. Here's a replay then as well. I'm just trying to send it around the outside here. I'm giving him as much space as possible, and then he just decides to turn in like I'm not there, really. Hopefully that's not giving me any tyre wear and B, any damage, because you can get extra tyre wear from hitting walls and stuff in the F1 game. So yes, but of course I'm looking to try. I was hoping that Colapinto would hold Hamilton up. He didn't. Hamilton's able to get past the next lap. Hamilton might be an issue as well. Lap 15 though, and those that didn't pit under the safety car are finally making their stop onto a soft tyre to them. I don't know if this is going to be too little too late for them. Antonelli, of course, was the race leader. That's going to hand it back to Leclerc, who's now got a 3-second lead. I've got Lewis Hamilton right behind as well. And then behind us, we've got Hulkenberg. We'll focus on Hulkenberg in just a moment. But first of all, Lando Norris has made his pit stop. He is running way behind in last place as well. He could get lapped if he's not careful as well. But my POV, I mean, Leclerc's ran away. And I just can't. I've got nothing against that Ferrari. If I had that ERS upgrade, I potentially could have a bit more battery to play with to defend. But to be honest, I think the Ferrari would probably have had me on pace anyway. And that's Hulkenberg getting he's been fighting with Tsunoda recently, and Hulkenberg back up into P4. And yeah, and that's because the two Red Bulls then decided to squabble, which allowed Hulkenberg to escape DRS, so that Tsunoda is now battling his teammate Carlos Sainz, and there's Gasly and Russell behind too. Meanwhile, for my teammate, he's tucked up behind the sole remaining Haas of Ollie Behrman, who seems to have got those people who pitted under the later on. It looks like Piastri and Albon are the lead cars in that little train, as well as that's Gasly down the inside of Tsunoda. It looks like they've dropped Sainz too. And Gasly, well, he could be on for P5, which should be some huge points for Alpine as well. Unfortunately not for him, because George Russell will take that position then as well. Leclerc has gone on to have a huge day. Hamilton will come on for P2. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a little while in this series. I mean, half a seat, couple of races, but I'm back on the podium here at Interlagos. Thank you very much. Helped out by Lando Norris, no doubt. I don't think I would have been able to have, beat them all, really. Especially the two McLarens. Definitely not got a podium without Norris having his Sbinalla. And then the McLarens idiotically not pitting under the safety car as well. In the end, Piastri only picking up 1 point. He did get fastest lap, but in the end, it's too little, too late. As well, Antonelli finished behind Bortoleto in the end. Bortoleto was running outside the top in the points too, but yeah, huge points for Hulkenberg and Gasly. Not quite the P5, but it is still P6 and great points for them. I'm now back in front of Alex Albon and also Lewis Hamilton back up to P4. There's a 2 points gap. That race is now back on after the disaster that was Singapore. Lovely stuff. Alonso's just 4 points in front of Sainz. Hopefully he can catch up as well. We're 5 points behind Mercedes, but crucially, there's a bit of a gap forming between ourselves and Williams as well. But yeah, this rival intensity is bollocks basically between myself and Piastri. That's really not going to happen. You know, I mean, I know we were at one point we were together because Piastri had that dip in performance, and obviously I've been slightly consistent. I've only been at the points once this season, but back first podium since Austria, whereas obviously Piastri's won in Singapore. So yes, well, that has been a lot. Let me know what you think about that 10-second penalty. I don't think I should have been given that as well. Obviously you might have a different view. I know that about the legal I got one illegal overtake for Hamilton. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you are new around here though, please do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. All that is left for me to say is to say a huge thank you for watching, for spending 20-25 minutes of your time watching me in my latest F125 Driver Career video here at Interlagos. But until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Watch, enjoy your day, and goodbye.